Hello students, in the previous lecture we have seen the different terminologies used while drawing the use case diagram. What is the use of use case modeling, which are the different notations used to draw the diagrams. Now we have to see the different requirements that we need for the use case diagrams. Or what is the actual meaning of requirements, whatever the roles and responsibility classification, business as well as stakeholder requirements, solution requirements, transition requirements, use case, elements of use case diagram, whatever the descriptions of the use case. Now what is the meaning of requirement? You already know the what is the meaning of requirement, but just a condition or capability needed by a stakeholder to solve a problem or achieve an objective. Means what? Whenever we have to implement a project, we are analyzing the requirements. It must achieve an objective that need to be perform or that need to be implement. A condition or capability that must be met or possessed by a solution or solution component to satisfy a contract, standard, specification or other formally imposed documents. Okay. Or the requirements serve as the foundation for the software solution to the business needs. It is essential that the requirements must be complete, clear, correct and consistent. Suppose, for example, requirements may be elicited in interviews or requirements workshops. Later, when those requirements are used to build and verify models, gaps in the requirements may be discovered. This will then require eliciting details of those newly identified requirements. That means whatever the implementation need to be changed according to the requirements. Then whatever the roles of requirement. First, we'll talk about customers. Show what should be delivered. Managers, a scheduling or progress indicators. Designers, provide a spec to design. Programmers, list a range of acceptable implementations, whatever the different kinds of outputs. Quality analysis or whatever the tester. Provide a basis for testing, validation and verification. Then how the classification of the requirement. A classic way to categorize the requirements are business, stakeholder requirements, whatever the solution, functional or non-functional requirements. Then what do you mean by business requirements? Business requirements are higher level statements of the goals, objectives or needs of the enterprise. Business requirements describe needs of the organization as a whole and not groups or stakeholders within it. They are developed and defined through enterprise analysis. Then next is the what do you mean by the stakeholder requirements? Stakeholder requirements are statements of the needs of a particular stakeholder or class of stakeholders. They describe the needs that a given stakeholder has and how that stakeholder will interact with a solution. Then the next one is the solution requirements. Solution requirements describe the characteristics of a solution that meet the business requirements and stakeholder requirements. Again, it gets divided into two, functional and non-functional requirements. Next one is the functional requirement. Functional requirements describe the behavior and information that the solution will manage. They describe the capabilities of the system. For example, the user shall be able to search either all of the initial set of databases or select a subset from it. Okay, that is nothing but the functional requirement. Next one is the non-functional requirements. It just covers the conditions that do not directly relate to the behavior or functionality of the solution. For example, the system shall not disclose any personal information of the customers apart from their name and reference number to the operators of the system. Next one is the transition requirement. Transition requirement means what? It just describes the capabilities that the solution must have in order to facilitate transition from the current state of the enterprise to a desired future state, but that will not be needed once that transition is complete. They are developed and defined through solution assessment and validation. Next, now the actual we have to learn, that is nothing but the use case. As I already told you, a use case is nothing but a description of a set of interaction between a system and one or more actors. where actor can be people or other systems. For example, online shopping, PayPal can be actors. Okay. A use case describes the possible outcomes of an attempt to accomplish a particular goal that the solution will support. It is created as a use case document. Then we have already seen those terms. This is nothing but a one of the example of the use case. Then we already know what is the meaning of actor, as we have seen or learned in the previous lecture. Then whatever the terminologies get used, how the pre and post condition get applied, whatever the flow of events. We'll share the detailed presentation on the Google Classroom. Okay, these all terms are already covered in the previous lecture. Okay. Next, mainly the question comes, which are the qualities of a good use case? Okay. A good use case starts with a request from an actor to the system and ends with the production of all the answers to the request, defines the interaction, that means whatever the interaction get done between the system and actors related to the function, takes into account the actor's point of view, not the system's. Because actor means what? That is our customer. Focuses on interaction, not internal system activities. It doesn't describe the GUI in detail. Has 3 to 9 steps in the main success scenario. It is very easy to read. These are the qualities of a good use case that need to be considered while we are drawing the diagram. Okay. Then, which are the styles of use case? That is, first one is the actor or goal list or UML use case diagram. Shows all use case in system. Informal use case, or third one is the formal use case. We'll just see one by one. This is the actor or goal list. It can be useful to create a list or table of actors and their goals. See which are the actors. Club member, which initiates, submit, promotion order, submit regular order. Just see one by one. Potential member, past member, membership, and whatever the use cases shown here. These are the different kinds of actors, and these are the use cases that need for this actors. Okay. These are the notations used for drawing the diagram. We have already seen. This is the summarized diagram. See, that is nothing but the example of a use case diagram. Trading system. Okay. This is the use case summary diagram. Hardware special. Here is these are the different actors, experimental psychiatrists. Then these are the scan, set limits, take profile, calibrate. Then this is the another example, or we can say use case summary. See how the different notations are used. We'll learn the diagrams one by one. We'll show by drawing the diagram actually. Okay. These are the different use case examples. See, these are the use case name, and these are the functions or whatever the use cases. Oval shape मध्ये whatever drawn in the oval shape. Okay. How do use case fit in? Okay. These are the how those requirements and whatever the other things fit. Then whatever the pros and cons of use cases, that means we can call as advantages and disadvantages. Advantages are what? They hold functional requirements in an easy to read text format. They make a good framework for non-functional requirements and scheduling. Disadvantages what? They show only the functional requirements. Design is not done only in use case units. Okay, these are the two disadvantages of the use cases. Then describes the failure handling, lists the failure extensions, that is not a use for you. We have already seen whatever the actors and their goals. We'll just see one example. Okay, see, we'll share a one example video of the example how to draw actual example of the use case diagram. For example, we'll just take the example of online shopping, and we'll share a short video of the online shopping very soon. Okay, online shopping, as well as second video is what, how to withdraw, or ATM system, that is for withdraw money operation. We'll share these two use case diagrams very soon on the Google Classroom. If you have any doubt, feel free to ask me. Okay, thank you very much.